Ladies and gentlemen, there's a major Amtrak derailment. A train crashed near Tacoma, Washington. Fatalities reported, and they're now saying it's multiple fatalities and injuries. This news is just breaking, and I am going to play the video. Several people were killed Monday after an Amtrak train derailed while traveling on the first day of a new route outside Tacoma, Washington. There have been multiple casualties as a result of the Amtrak derailment near Tacoma, Washington, Pierce County spokesman Ed Troyer said as of 7:40 a.m. incident. So I would imagine there was probably a lot of commuters on there going to work. Wow. Casualties include multiple injuries and fatalities. The cause is under investigation, Troyer said. Washington State Department of Transportation tweeted a picture of the derailment at 7:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, showing what appeared to be a car on its side over the highway lane. All SB southbound lanes of I-5 blocked near Mount Road in Pierce County due to derailed train car. Avoid area. Following the incident, Amtrak tweeted that it had been made aware of the incident. Amtrak is aware of an incident with train 501 Cascade service from Seattle to Portland. Emergency services are on the scene and Amtrak management is responding, the company said in a statement. Amtrak service south of Seattle is temporarily suspended. Service from Seattle to Point North and East is continuing to operate. The derailment happened between Olympia and Tacoma on a newly established Amtrak route aimed at adding more frequent and faster service Seattle and Portland, part of an $800 million project called the Cascades High Speed Rail Capital Program. All right, and let's just go up to this video. And I'm sorry about the noise. That's actually outside, and it's one of my neighbors, so pardon the noise.
A lot of big mess and stuff going down, and it's very devastating and traumatic to see down here.
So are you seeing Coulter first responders in the wreckage? Have you seen that yet, or what are they doing?
They were just rushing down there, and they just kind of backed everyone up, so you couldn't really see too well. But before most of them got there, you could get somewhat close to see what was going on a little bit, but thing was just nosedive, kind of dangling off the ramp there, off the track.
There were people in that third car. Obviously, it was an Amtrak train. What exactly did you see specifically?
There was one, the front of it looked like was hanging off, and there was another one piled on top of, looks like the third car was piled on top sideways. And it was kind of on top of cars and cars running into it once it was on the ground.
So does it look like the train fell on cars below Coulter on I-5?
Yeah, that's what it appears to look like happened.
Oh my God.
And then did I hear you say that it appeared cars also then ran into it?
That's what it looks like happened. Yeah, it looks like cars crashed in the side of it
so
before they could stop.
From what you could tell, were the injuries on the train or in the cars, or both, do you think?
It looks like both. It looks like it was coming from both sides there.
This must be horrible for you to have seen something like this. I mean, you sound calm, but you can't be.
Yeah, it was just right in front of it. It's really nerve-wracking, kind of sick to your stomach after seeing this right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
I can't imagine.
Have you seen anybody at all walking away from the train, Coulter? And anybody that appears that...
No, they have everyone pretty far blocked off, pretty far backed up, kind of making people turn around and not letting get some room for 8 cars.
Is that what they're doing? Is the traffic, they've turned the traffic around, or is the traffic just still completely stopped there? They've shut down the Department of Transportation camera. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty backed up a ways, and they're trying to get people to turn around, but mainly getting people off to the side so they can get some more help down there, is what the sheriffs were saying.
Is this an area that's home to you? Do you live in this area? Is this a part of your daily commute?
Yeah, we go down to Tacoma every day, and looks like they have every sheriff from every county around here right now.
Yeah, they've said it's a mass response. Is there anything that we didn't ask you that you could shed some light on about what you've seen down there today?
I think that's about it. It's just a mess and really catastrophic right now.
We really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks,
We
Coulter.
really do. And we hope that you're going to be okay after seeing something so horrible today, Coulter. We really appreciate you sharing with us today. Thank you.
So we
Listening to King 5's coverage out of Seattle of this train calamity that has occurred south of Seattle in the area between Tacoma and Olympia, Washington. I think DuPont is the closest town we have there. This photo, obviously taken right after the incident, you don't see any emergency vehicles there. What you see is cars that stopped where they could. According to that witness, some of those cars may have struck the wreckage. You can see with your own eyes here how it came down in the roadway itself. This is obviously a major interstate, so cars would have been likely moving at a fairly good clip when this happened.
Woo, y'all, that looks horrible. Oh, man. That thing fell onto traffic during rush hour. So,
Well, if you've
yeah,
ever
I would
wondered what
imagine.
could possibly make Prince Harry.
I would imagine there's a lot of fatalities. That thing fell and derailed. It derailed and fell onto the highway during rush hour. So, yeah, he's saying it fell on top of cars and cars ran into it. So it looks like when it derailed, one part of it flipped over, you can see up on the track, and the other part of it broke when it came over on the side and fell onto the highway. Because you can see under that bridge part of it on the highway, a piece of it that fell completely down on the ground. Looked like two cars fell down on the ground. Boy, that's a mess. But I will keep you posted of how many fatalities there were. So it's not necessarily people that were in the train, but the ones that were driving vehicles around that spot when it derailed. Please leave your comments and subscribe, and don't forget to hit on that notification bell. Peace, family.